Hey, what's up guys? It's Mr. English here, and welcome to another episode of Techies. This is episode 5. Alright, so we got a lot of good things today that we want to talk about. First thing, this week has had a lot of good news. Anywhere from, I'm going to be talking about a couple of things from Metal Gear Solid, Phantom Pain. They should finally release some new, nice-looking multiplayer gameplay footage, and it looked amazing. As well as some stuff from Microsoft, stuff from AMD and Nvidia concerning video cards that were pretty popular this week. So let's get started first. The Phantom Pain, Metal Gear Solid. Man, this game is looking to be a really, really good contender, possibly for the best type of game. Well, it is going to be a really good game. All Metal Gear Solid games are great. If you are definitely into Metal Gear Solid, you will definitely be pleased with what's been put out so far. Obviously, in this, the footage that they released, it was multiplayer gameplay. And throughout the gameplay, I mean, I was amazed by the graphics first, the movement, and the actual type of gameplay looked very, very interesting. It obviously looked like you were going to, similar to like Call of Duty, where you do like sabotage, where you have to go find the enemy, you have to go, find the enemy base and, probably disarm the bomb or whatever, at the communication center or whatnot. But the gameplay and the potential that was being shown definitely puts out a lot. It makes me think that the multiplayer is probably going to be just as fun as the the campaign mode. So definitely, I'm looking forward to this game. It looks amazing, and I can't wait for its till it's released. I'm personally going to probably get it on PlayStation. I'm not sure how I feel about playing it on PC yet, just because it's Metal Gear Solid, and I feel like you have to play it on the PlayStation. It's just me, though. I don't know. I would never play like a Mario game or a Zelda game on PlayStation because it's a Nintendo. It's not Xbox, So, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. If you have any more questions, also this video was shot. The footage was shot at 1080p. 60 frames a second. So that's crazy. It looks very, very fluid. So check it out when you have a chance. The links will be in the description, and see what you think about it. Next on topic is Microsoft's big announcement this week, stating that they were going to put out a Chrome killer laptop. So for any of those guys or any of you guys that are interested in Chromebooks and, mainly just like streaming, like a streaming platform that you want. Yeah, definitely Chrome is going to have some competition now, mainly because Microsoft looks like it's pretty game at this point about how it's going to try to handle business. Pretty much, it's going to feature Windows 8.1 on the 14-inch 1366 by 768 display. It's going to be around it says it's supposed to be like 18 millimeters thick, and it's going to weigh roughly about 3.8 pounds with at least 2 gigs of RAM, which is not too bad. It's going to come with also 32 gigabytes of onboard storage, 100 gigabytes of free OneDrive storage for 2 years, and the device also features an SD slot, 2 USB ports, HDMI port, audio jack, micro SD slot. Well, I don't know how long that's going to last, but it's supposed to last about 6.5 hours of battery life without being plugged in. Like I said, the starting price is going to be $299. It kind of, it was kind of, everybody was kind of hoping it was going to be around $199, maybe $249 at the most. But, considering the specs, it looks like it's going to be pretty good. I think I would take a chance on Microsoft's the Chromebook, mainly because it looks like it's going to like it's trying to improve on what Samsung and Asus is doing already. as far as what they've been able to put out. So it looks like a good start for Microsoft. Definitely a good move after having so much trouble putting out their Surface Pro. So it looks like a good start for Microsoft after being able to, after stumbling a bit under Surface Pro launch. And seems like they've had a small build-up of success since then. So dibs up to Microsoft. I hope they make a good device. If it's cheap enough, you know, I wouldn't mind grabbing it. Right now you can go onto the Microsoft website and they have it listed for $308. So it looks like $308, by the way. So $299, I'm guessing that's probably including everything, shipping, blah, blah, blah. So probably it'd be a good holiday present for somebody if you know that they are looking for something like that. I'm looking for one, me. But yeah, bigs up to Microsoft. Hope they get that deal on the way. Okay, so everybody knows video cards come out like the new iPhone. Every 6 to 8 months, there's always gonna be a new video card announcement. And I've talked about a couple of video cards, mainly the GTX 970 and 980. As you saw in my reviews, I have a couple of reviews. And what looks like to be pretty cool this in January is going to be a good run for AMD and Nvidia. Namely because AMD has decided to leak more information as these months go by about their new Fiji 390X. Not 290, 390X card. It looks pretty good. They haven't put a release date in there yet, but you know, it's I guess it's coming, I guess. This is, you know, what makes me mad about AMD is, you know, they have all of this great technology that they want to put in. How much better will it be over the 290X? Nobody really knows. But it's always an ongoing race between AMD and Nvidia. I personally will stay away from the AMD cards this time around until they're cheap enough. Mainly, I was going to jump on AMD cards, specifically when the GTX 970 and 980 came out, because the 290Xs went for dirt cheap. I mean, dirt cheap. When they were released last year, October, November timeframe, they were, I think the 290X was probably like around $499, $549, between that price range. While the 290, the regular 290 was, you know, like $399 or some craziness like that, which wasn't bad because it had definitely beat out Nvidia's pricey 7 series cards, namely the 780 and 780 Ti, which dominated the market. But Nvidia charged massively of pricing for those cards. It was crazy. So AMD undercut them, and they made a lot of sales, and it was good. It was a good thing. It was a good thing for us consumers. Not sure about the industry, but as soon as the 290X, I mean the 970, the GTX 970 and 980 came out, the AMD cards went down a hell of a lot. So you could probably find those cards now for like under $200, a 290X for like maybe $220 on the forums. So definitely looking forward to the drop of the new 390X, just mainly to see what it's going to do with the market share, purely on the market share. I'm not really interested in buying one, and I just want to see what it can do and how it's going to affect the rest of the market. But there's always a but. Nvidia already knows this. So as you know, they've already released. They're releasing specs on another card from Nvidia that is going to be priced to undercut the sales of AMD and the rest of their cards that they have already, namely being the 290X, 290S, and the 280X series. So what is this going to do? I don't know. So Nvidia is going to release this 960, this GTX 960, in hopes that they will catch the people that don't want to spend the $350 or more on a video card. So what that means is that the GTX 960 is going to come in around a price point of $249. Man, I mean, it's pretty much going to be a watered down version of the 970. And when I say watered down, I don't mean that in a negative way. They're trying to capture the market, and I think they're going to solidify this next year with this series, with this 9 series. And it's a great thing for consumers. If you're looking to build a budget rig, I mean, this is the way to go. With this 960, you're going to be able to run pretty much everything that you want anyway. And if you can't run it on ultra, then you'll be able to really run it on, high and very high settings. So, and it also depends on what you're using for your monitors as well. So, a lot of people are like, oh man, I wouldn't get anything less than the flagship because, I won't be able to run anything at ultra. Well, it's like, come on, man. Like, if you're going to be running, I tell people this all the time, if you're running one monitor and it's 1080p, really, if you want to run that thing at ultra at 60 frames a second, then really all you need is like a GTX 970. But if you want to go for a GTX 980 or something bigger than that, like a Titan or something, then be my guest. But people that are like SLIing and crossfiring and they're running like one monitor, that's stupid. Unless you're running like 120 hertz or something, then it's a waste of money. So, or you're running it on an HD TV or something, don't waste your money on buying something super expensive. I personally know a couple of people that are building computers, and they like their needs are like, hey, I'm going to be playing a lot of Steam games, a lot of Dota. What do you think I'll need as far as like video power? And it's like, man, like right now, to run anything on Steam, yeah, you can go with like something like this, a GTX 960. You only need like probably one of those. Actually, you really only need like one of those. Those games don't take a lot unless you're running, like I said, some of the games that you may run may require a lot of video power, but I highly doubt that you're going to be able to not play anything on at least high or very high settings on a standard 1080p, 60 frames a second with anything more than a GTX 960. I could be wrong, but I doubt it, and we'll see. So yeah, definitely $249 price point. GTX 960 is looking pretty dang cool. So if I were people and I were building budget rigs and stuff like that, then that's something that I would definitely look at, and I would definitely SLI those in a heartbeat. Just saying, I'll put those in SLI like that real quick just to see what it can do. I might personally buy 2 of them just to see how it compares to the GTX 970 SLI. And but I'm definitely going to be waiting to see how those what that does to the GTX 980. It's Nvidia, they're a little stingy, so I highly doubt that the price of the GTX 980s will go down much, but if I can catch 1 or 2 at a decent price point, I'll buy it. Well, that's it, guys. So thanks for joining me on episode 5 of Techies. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and definitely keep watching. Definitely keep commenting. Support is awesome, so I appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.